Hello, it's Sonia here, The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today is Tuesday, and that means it's Tunisian Tuesday, where we feature a stitch pattern or an actual project. So today we are going to be featuring a stitch pattern, and I am using my H hook or a 5mm hook here. And as you can see, it's just a regular straight crochet hook to do this practice swatch, and the yarn I'm using is DK weight yarn, and I've already gotten started here with row 1. So I will show you a clip on how to start row 1, and what you'll need to do is just chain an even number. So I went ahead and I already chained 14. So I'm going to show you the clip. So we're going to get started on row 1. So this first row is our setup row. So in our second chain from our hook, I like to work in the back bump of the chain. So I'm just turning it over right there in the back bump. I'm going to insert my hook in there and pull up a loop. And if you've never done Tunisian crochet before, I do have a whole playlist that goes over the basics to get you started. And with Tunisian crochet, each row is worked in 2 parts. So the first part of the row is the forward pass, where you are putting your stitches on your hook like I'm doing right now. And then the second part is called the return pass, and that is where you take your stitches off, and each part equals 1 row. Okay, so there is our forward pass of row 1. So the amount of stitches that you chained, you should have the same amount on your hook. So I chained 14, so I have 14 loops on my hook. But if you chained a different amount, then obviously you would have a different amount of loops on your hook. So let's work on the return pass, where we're going to yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, pull through 2 for the rest of the row. Alright, so there is row 1. Alright, so we're back, and now we're ready to begin row 2. So for row 2, we actually are going to chain 2. And now we're going to yarn over twice, and we're going to insert our hook in the next 2 vertical bars. So we're working like a decrease stitch in Tunisian simple. So I'm just going to insert in one, insert in the other, and I'm going to yarn over and pull through both of those vertical bars. And now I'm going to yarn over and pull through 2. And we're going to repeat that across. So yarn over twice, and then the next 2 vertical bars, working Tunisian simple, and yarn over, pull through 2. And we just keep going across. Okay, so now I'm at the end of my row, so I'm going to insert my hook in that stitch that looks like a chain, pull up my loop, and now I'm going to chain 1. So there is our forward pass for row 2 here. So now we're going to work these off on the return pass. We're going to yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 for the rest of the row. So as you can see, this is definitely a lacier type stitch, and we have some taller stitches here. Okay, so there is row 2. So row 3, we're just going to work Tunisian simple all the way across. So in the very next vertical bar, you pull up our loop. And again, this Tunisian simple stitch is in the playlist, which I'll have linked, so if you're not sure on how to do it. And at the end of each row, whatever you chained, you should have the same amount of loops on your hook. Alright, so we are at the end of the row, so it's a little confusing as to where to work. So here is the one stitch, that's a chain, and then there's the other one, that's the one you're going to want to insert your hook in and pull up your final loop. So I should still have 14 loops, and I do indeed. So now we're going to work a regular return pass, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 for the rest of the row for row 3. Okay, so there we go. So now let's begin row 4. So row 4, we're going to chain 2. We're going to insert our hook in the next vertical bar there in Tunisian simple, pull up a loop, and now we're going to chain 2. And now we're going to yarn over twice and work the Tunisian simple decrease. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it's similar to row 2, but we worked this taller stitch with the chains first instead. Okay, so we're going to repeat, yarn over twice, do the Tunisian simple decrease, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so now I'm at the end of my row. I have 2 stitches left. So we're going to insert our hook in the second to last stitch. In Tunisian simple, pull up a loop. Now we chain 2. And then we work in that last stitch that looks like a chain. Pull up a loop and chain 1. And now we yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2 for the rest of the row, for row 4 here. Okay, and then row 5 is a repeat of row 3. We're just working Tunisian simple all the way across. So in each vertical bar. And you just want to remember how many you chained should be the same amount on your hook at the end of each forward pass. So that's a good way to know if you missed a stitch or not, because if you're missing one, then if you don't have enough loops on your hook, you're definitely missing a stitch. Alright, and so we just count from the bottom, 1, 2, and then insert our hook in that final chain. So we just work a regular return pass. So what you're going to do is you're going to repeat rows 2 through 5 for however long you like your swatch, and then we will do our bind off row. So I'm going to work a few more rows and then I will meet you back. Okay, so here is my swatch. So you can definitely see it's a lacy stitch. I worked up to row 12 here. I ended on a row 4. So we are going to work the bind off row. So with this stitch pattern, you can either end on a row 2 or a row 4 before you bind off. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bind off in Tunisian simple all the way across. So inserting your hook in Tunisian simple and then just working the bind off stitch, which is a combination of Tunisian crochet and regular crochet. So we're just working that slip stitch there. So you insert your hook in Tunisian simple and then just work the slip stitch all the way across. And again, if you're not familiar with binding off, you can find that in the playlist to get you started with Tunisian crochet. And binding off just helps your work to look more finished. Alright, there we go. So there is the stitch pattern. So you can see that it does lay relatively flat. It's definitely a lacier stitch pattern. And I do think it's pretty. I actually think it would be really pretty in a scarf or a cowl or a lacy type blanket, or even like a top, like a summer crochet top would be really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.